Well, today's the day. I'm gonna go ahead and basically take this off, figure out what I'm gonna do with the dresser drawers underneath. I kind of want to put them on the opposite side of the room over here so that at least I can still keep these. But I'm not quite sure. They should fit, it just means that the door won't open as far. I want to then go ahead and put the fabric rack that my husband got me for Hanukkah right here, and then install the 2 tables underneath this so that it can rise and lower with just a press of 2 buttons. So I guess I'll put this in time lapse and then we can go ahead and disassemble this monstrosity. Well, not monstrosity, but basically I need to go ahead and take this apart. So let's go ahead and get the screwdriver and we get started. Basically, if you've seen my first video of how I put this together, I did everything in reverse. I unscrewed the top so that I can get the dressers to be assembled together. Remember to hold on to all your pieces because I did have to go back and find the original screws for these dressers so I could attach them together like they were supposed to be. The way I got this to work out is I pre-drilled some holes that line up with the original legs. I did find a screw that I have that will fit down into the original screws. And basically what I'm going to do is bolt these 2 together and then attach the second one onto the top. So in order for me to do that, I have to change out my drill bit back to the original. Okay. And that way it countersinks it so that when the next one goes on top, it's level. Now I am working on this upside down, so this is where the feet of the dressers would go into. I'm connecting the shelf into those feet holes. So I found the original screws. And that's what we're going to use. And they have to be put in with an Allen wrench. I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then we can go ahead and try to figure out how to get it attached to the wall. Use a belt. Basically the same belting that they used for when you purchase a bookshelf at like Walmart or Target, and screw it to the wall. Now, I know there's a stud around here somewhere. I just need to find it. And I don't have a stud finder. So there's one right there. So 16 inches from there should put that right around here. There it is. So I'm going to move this over to there as close as I can. I'm going to basically take this and then screw that straight to the wall into the stud. This will prevent it from coming forward, but what I have to do is I have to cut this and then burn it. So go ahead and cut that, and to seal the end, just hit it with a lighter, melt it down, basically so that it doesn't fray on you. Okay? I'm going to tighten this up as much as I can. Okay, and that'll prevent it from falling forward. So now I can put the shelves back in and show you what it looks like. And here it is. So again, it is structurally sound. I've adjusted the feet at the bottom so that they are higher in the front and lower in the back, so it leans more towards the wall. It is attached to the wall, and I also have another shelf right here if I want to put flat objects such as my renderings or drawings, stuff like that. Also on top, I have some more for storage, or maybe even some more doll storage. I don't know yet. But I did put all the heavy stuff down at the bottom and the lighter stuff such as patterns and the stuff I grab most often in the middle right here. So now that we got that done, we got to go ahead and do the fabric storage on this side. So as my husband got me this for Hanukkah, I can't tell you how much it is, but I bet you he got it off Amazon, but I'm not 100% sure. All I did is follow the instructions as the manufacturer directed on how to assemble this rack. This rack is made out of aluminum and is pretty strong actually for how light it is. And I'm basically going to go ahead and put my fabric on this. Maybe at one point in time I'll actually organize it by color. But right now I'm just putting it together so that I can get it up against the wall. And this will also be movable so that I can still use the mirror that is behind the rack. So it's getting extremely late, and I've gotten a couple of the boxes from the attic of my fabric. Down below I do have some storage going on, and above I also have another thing of storage. Now there is still one more box in the attic that I do have to get and put on here, but it's getting extremely late. As you can tell, the sun has already gone down. It's dark outside, so I'm gonna call it quits for the evening. And then I will go ahead on the next day off, go ahead and reassemble the other table and get it all plugged up. Hopefully I have an outlet somewhere that I can run from that plug down like I did for the TV midway so that the power to the table can go up and down. So that'll have to wait until the next day off. So we'll see you next time. Tschüssi! So after talking to my husband and basically realizing that I don't need the second table, that this holds on pretty well. So I gotta move this over to here by putting 2 pilot holes and then drilling that in. But otherwise it works out pretty well. I maybe, I don't know, figure out a way to run the cord all the way around again. I don't know yet, but it's working pretty well right now. As in, if I push number 2, table goes down. Now, I do have to put something here so that it basically holds on better. But other than that, this little viral TikTok desk is gonna work. So the second one that I have, I'm going to request to send back because I only need one. And I think this is going to work pretty well. So I guess let me clean up this place. So this is kind of an ongoing battle with this room. So I took something that my husband got me for Christmas and I turned it into a functional table that I can also put it up to several different heights by just a touch of a button. And I found out that I only needed one when I ordered 2. So I have sent that one a request so that it can go back, but we'll see what they say. I really hope that this is more of a inspiration for somebody to redo their existing space so that it works more for them. As this one is working more for me, as I do have back problems, and this brings it up to another cutting table height, also back down to another working table height with a touch of a button. So I basically get 3 tables in one with only a touch of a button. I do have more projects in store. Again, this is a working in progress room. Every time I come up with something, I basically try to put it into the works. But like all plans, we always have to pivot. And in doing so, I only needed one. In reality, I have 2. So, if this is the type of content you are interested in, remember to like, share, subscribe, and come back next time for another crafting, home improvement, sewing, or Barbie channel, or maybe even Funko. Don't know till next week. So, see you next time. Tschüssi!